Morning. Hello. Good morning. Live broadcast on a Tuesday morning. Broadcasting live on the internet. Live from I-96 East. I am your host, Jimmy Ohio. Sorry about this. Oh, no. There we go. Coming to you live from a 98 Buick LeSabre, cruising down the road, 65 miles an hour. It's 9:14 on the car clock, digital readout. As always, Wohio broadcasts from I-96 East in the Detroit metro area. I think that thing's on. I think it's live. I think we're live. Technology. Can't trust it. If I'm not live, doesn't really matter. Because life goes on. So do I. There has been some confusion from some of you out there in TV land or radio land if you do not watch the program visually. The confusion lies within our moment together, our Tuesday morning broadcast. Little brake lights. What's this guy in front of me? What's he? Semi truck with concrete. I think that's concrete. It's got some circles on it. Powerball's up to 198 Mega Millions. 48. It's $48 million. I bought a ticket once from a party store, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna win, right? She goes, yeah, that's a winning ticket. And I'm like, that would be great. She goes, I would be happy to win just $1,000. She's got a point. Free money. Like that Patti Smith song. Free money. Money for free. Can somebody hit a button just to reassure me that this is working properly? Deb, you're usually out there. Can you hit a like, thumbs down, anything? Confusion. Many viewers are confused that my Tuesday morning broadcast is every day. But it just so happens that my Tuesday morning broadcast is only on Tuesdays. Maybe it gets people through the whole week, but I relegate it to Tuesday mornings. Don't want to overwhelm you with my insightful commentary. Of course, if this is not broadcasting, then it's not a Tuesday morning broadcast. So Tuesday mornings, tune in Tuesday mornings, unless you're watching, listening, and or both, to an archived live broadcast. Tuesday mornings, folks. Tuesday morning live drive broadcast. Not to be confused with a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday broadcast. Only on Tuesdays. No feedback. Not sure if this bad boy is doing its job. Again, I would be considering these issues in my head and sometimes out loud, either way. Broadcast or no. I've got a few talking points this morning. Usually I'm not, haven't put that much thought into what I might consider. But this morning, I have a few things rattling around in the old noodle. It's going to be about politics and cinema. So it'll definitely be political and cinematic. I'll probably reference a few movies, but do not be dismayed or concerned. I do not like spoilers. I like to fully enjoy a film. I don't even watch trailers, really. I'll watch the first 1 second, then turn it off, because even trailers are kind of spoiler alerts these days. Like that new Tom Hanks movie, where he, tries to figure out something that the Illuminati did or is doing. You watch the trailer and it's Cliff Notes. You might as well not watch the full movie. No reason to pay admission. Of course I will see it, because I watch anything and everything. But last night, traffic was bad. So to wait out traffic, I went to the Birmingham 8 Theater in Birmingham, Michigan. Now, if you haven't been to that theater and you live in the Metro Detroit area, you could consider going there. The seats are beyond amazing. They're these leather, or what seems to be leather, kind of like nouveau lazy boys, and they have buttons on them. You can put up a seat rest, you can recline and move the chair. It's kind of like those old people chairs you see on the TV for old people, but they have like a big remote with a cord on it, which allows you to adjust. And if you have Medicaid, you don't have to pay $1. But at the Birmingham 8, you have to pay $8 maybe, but you get a movie thrown in. I don't have Medicaid, so that's a pretty good purchase. The movie I saw was called The Accountant. The Accountant, starring the famous Ben Affleck. And in this movie, as you might know, he is an accountant. He also is autistic. And that's where the politics come in. Because in the movie he is a normal accountant for normal people, a mob accountant that launders money, and an assassin. And you can get all this from the trailer, so I'm not bursting your bubble here. The assassin part didn't have a problem. Accountant part didn't have a problem. Staples of an action movie. But the having autism, that's what I was curious about. Little spin on the movie. Still no insight from our viewers. Again, I'm not sure if technology is functioning for me. So if you want to hit a little button, if you're out there, push a button, give me a sign. So Ben Affleck in this movie is autistic. No real problem with that. But it plays into his accounting and assassin personality. Now, I was trying to sort out if that was demonizing accountants or assassins or folks with autism. My oldest daughter has high functioning autism, so that's where it struck a chord. My dad was an accountant, and I may have someone in the family that is or was an assassin. It's never come up at family dinners or holidays. So I have connections to these issues, these occupations. Autism. My oldest daughter is, she wears it on her sleeve, not embarrassed of it, almost proud of her, well, she's proud of who she is. And that's important. She calls herself an Aspie, which is in reference to Asperger's syndrome, high-functioning autism. They don't use that word anymore, Aspie. They just say high-functioning autism. There's different scales of autism. So this guy, the character, main character, is, like I said, autistic. And starts out with his parents being concerned. You know, his dad's a military guy, you know, real strict. And he decides that the kid doesn't need any, you know, light life skill training. He needs to be a tough guy and know how to defend himself. So that's where the assassin training comes in. The accountant is just a natural thing. A lot of people with autism are singularly focused. His character picked numbers. A lot of famous people that are diagnosed after the fact, historians kind of say that person may have autistic. They showed a lot of signs. They're good with numbers. That guy with the beautiful mind, the movie Beautiful Mind, he had been on the autistic spectrum. They say a spectrum. I have a beautiful mind. I am not autistic. Thanks for your consideration. But it makes me feel pretty. I'm not an assassin or an accountant. Now this movie is very entertaining, action film, brutal murder, but in a very stylized, cool way. No real plot. Any information you get is really just another reason for him to kill somebody or not kill somebody, which happened only a few times. Mainly he was killing people. Was he killing people because he was autistic? I would have to say no. Not a factor in that one. But my oldest daughter is considering careers. She's a junior in high school. So she has a few options out there, says Hollywood. She could be an accountant, a mob accountant, or an assassin, or all three. Seemed very lucrative. So why was this character autistic? Does it matter? Maybe it doesn't. I mean, there's plenty of assassin movies. Obviously, they assassinate people, and you never say, oh, that's kind of a negative thing towards this guy, usually white guy. White guys don't always assassinate people. I've never assassinated anyone. Although, a lot of people I know like those serial killer TV shows. I assume they're not serial killers. I might be wrong about that. If they are, I know quite a few of them. Maybe they're latent serial killers living vicariously through television shows of a violent nature. That's scary. So I don't know. Maybe autism has nothing to do with the thing. But it's unusual. Usually autistic people are kind of portrayed as geniuses. This guy was a genius assassin. Don't know, maybe it doesn't matter, but piqued my interest. Seeing as I know a wonderful young woman in my family that has autism. Now there's a thing where you say I'm autistic or I have autism. To me that's a very different thing. If you have an outward appearing challenge, if you have broken your arm, you do not say I am a broken arm. You say I have a broken arm. If you're fighting cancer, you do not say I am cancer. I am fighting cancer. Although I don't think you have to fight autism. But it's just a factor in who you are. It's not who you are. So labels can be, I don't know, deceiving. I'm already done. So that might not have been very entertaining, but it's what I was thinking about. Don't know. Maybe it's good if this one wasn't broadcasting. It's me just spouting off. Oh, I do have a few things to say about Halloween. Your kids dressed up for Halloween, and you decided you needed to post a lot of pictures of them. You gotta realize most people don't care. There are a few exceptions. Miss Caldwell dressed her youngin' in a sheet with some holes in it. Great, wonderful, classic, homemade costume that's just charming. My middle daughter, got a refrigerator box, and she painted it as a refrigerator, and she wore it as a refrigerator. So a little self-referential costume. And I mentioned to her that back in the day, kids used to get locked in old school refrigerators, get locked in and died. So she could have been a child locked in a refrigerator, which would have been scary. And then there was also Anna in Iceland. She dressed up as Adam's family with her daughter that may become a doctor. They dressed up as the Adams family, and they were spot on. I can't remember what the main character, the wife was called, maybe Elvira, and the daughter was called, I don't know. It was a weekday, Tuesday, Friday. Doesn't matter. They looked great. I didn't dress up. I played a concert. I played some violin on a show, friend's rock show. And I was walking the singer to her car, and there were some drunk guys out there, and one guy's like, "Hey, what are you dressed as?" And I go, "Nothing." He goes, "Well, you're wearing a tuxedo and holding a violin." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's because I'm a violinist. I'm not dressed up as anything." And he's like, "Well, I'm a construction worker," because he had a reflective vest on. But, I mean, maybe he was really a construction worker. Maybe he just got off work. I wonder if priests and nuns get that during the Halloween season. Haha, you're dressed up as a priest. No, I am a priest. Still kind of humorous, but not as funny. Or Abraham Lincoln. People like to dress up as Abraham Lincoln or Babraham Lincoln, cross-dressing Abraham Lincoln. I wonder if Abraham Lincoln used to be like, "Hey, you're dressed as Abraham Lincoln." They'd go, "No, I'm Abraham Lincoln." Downer. I wonder. Well, that's all I got. iGeek Repair Center, Vintage Village Liquor, Fine Wine and Beer. That one's for lease. 1,700 square feet. Right next to the Sunoco. Well, good day to you all. If this one didn't work out, I may broadcast on my way home. I got a similar drive on the way home for your entertainment. And mine. More importantly, mine. I'll try not to repeat myself. Okay. Well, I love you. You guys take care and be safe and all that good stuff. Alright, I'll see you around. See you around the internet. On the line. Ciao.